Has it ever happened to you when you were trying to work hard for a promotion, you're excelling at this job, you're doing your best, and you're aiming to get like a promotion, a bonus or something, and for some reason, this is not happening. Like you tried your best and somehow there is something that's always stopping you from excelling at life, especially in careers, workplaces, and business. If you just stick around, I'm gonna show you the exact reason why you cannot get that promotion, why you cannot launch that business. And by the way, this is not one of those videos where watch 4 tricks to do this and that, or talk to your boss or talk to your colleagues. None of that bullshit. I only wanted to make this type of video because I didn't see anyone talks about this, and so many people just go on live and they never get to learn about this. So I'm gonna tell you a short story that relates to the subject. One of my first corporate jobs where I joined a proper company. I was just so excited, I'm just joining the workforce. I'm gonna get a new boss. I felt like I was important. I felt I'm getting a schedule, and now I'm gonna get a salary, and I have colleagues, and I can on the lunch break, I can talk to people or whatever. It was a startup, so it was mixed between marketing and customer service, and we were working really hard. It was a smaller team, but it was VC funded company. So I just joined this job and I'm so excited about the startup, and I was I'm giving my life. I'm just working every single day. Sometimes I just overstay without getting paid, on these startups. They work you to 10, 12, sometimes 15 hours while getting paid very average to below average salary. And I was working under this boss, and I remember this startup, I was probably employee number 14, 15, and I was really working hard. I was I'm in the right company, and if I just do my best, if I just show up to work, do what I have to do my tasks, be a good, nice employee, I would get promoted, and I will get eventually a good position when the company becomes bigger and expands. And that was my strategy. And for the first 6 months, I was doing everything. I was literally helping with all other teams. I talked to everyone. Everyone knows me by now. And so far, I still haven't got any promotion. In startups, you get promotions sometimes every 2 to 3 months. You always get a better position. And I ended up working in that startup for over a year and a half, and I always stayed in the same position. There were literally people that joined after me, joined 3-4 months after I joined. I had to coach them. I had to explain to them how the job works, and then they ended up taking my place. They ended up getting the position above me, so they become kind of technically my boss. And I always was wondering what am I doing wrong? How does this work? Everyone is getting promoted. It was except me and another guy who we just stayed at our place. And I always thought hey, let me just go pick up one of those tricks, these career coaches or whatever. And they told me, oh yeah, introduce yourself to everyone. Remember everyone's name and all of this garbage. And it just didn't work. After those years, I discovered that my identity, or who I am as a person, I always saw myself as an entry-level employee. I never saw myself in any sort of managerial or senior to mid-level employee. Digging deep into my personality and who I am, I'm an immigrant myself, so I moved to a different country, and of course my first years I had to take any job, and I worked in restaurants and stuff, and yeah, before trying to get a corporate job. And throughout these experiences, I kind of molded my identity into that minimum wage / blue collar ish identity. And when I entered the workforce, and I entered I took a career path, my identity, it's kind of was pulling me back. I was shifting out of my identity. So this is basically the issue that prevents so many professionals and so many also business owners from excelling, although they have the skills, they have the right strategy, they have everything, but they just keep missing out on a lot of success and progress in life just because their identity is blocking them. We're getting serious now and moving to the whiteboard. Let me break down to you what's happening in the background. All of us, we have an identity. So this is your identity, right? And for example, your identity could be that you are fit, or it could be that you are in this weight range, for example, between 60 kilos and 70 kilos, right? Your identity could be that you are social, right? In parties and wherever, right? Your identity could be that you are social in workplace. You talk to all colleagues, you talk to everyone, try to get to know everyone. And whenever you try to do something different than what's programmed in your identity, you get punished. Your subconscious, which we're going to go to in the future videos, your subconscious will punish you for doing that. So here is little you. That's what you could be, man or a woman as well. You join this job, and your identity, for example, could be that you earn 50K a year. That's your maximum. Now you join this little job and you're just progressing and working toward this promotion, and you reach the promotion, right? And then you're guaranteed you're gonna get a 70K upgrade. And then somehow something happens and you just don't get it. You just either don't get selected, or something happens before the promotion, or you get sick in the week before the promotion itself, or somehow a trouble, an HR issue happens. It's literally magic, right? And I don't believe in these woohoos and stuff. I only believe in logic and what psychology and science says. If you think about it, your identity is a jail. And as long as you never changed the 50K, your maximum threshold of earning is 50K, right? As long as you never change that and address that, you will never be able to get that promotion. So each time you try to pursue an upgrade in your career, going to upper level, mid-level, or C-level, you need to update your identity. All of these executives have the executive identity already. So they just join and they're just already headed or funneled toward the executive position, because they own the workplace, they command respect, they are social, they are getting respected. It's some magic about them, right? I also had previous work experiences where you get this new hire and you could tell this guy is going big in the company. He's going to go forward, right? And then you see another hire and you're like, okay, this guy is not it. And for you, if you never address your identity, if you never go back to like the drawing board and build new beliefs and new characteristics that defines your new level or takes you toward your new level, you will stay in that level. And something will always keep happening, preventing you from getting that promotion. Either you start, your coworkers don't like you, or the boss doesn't recommend you. Now, your question would be, how do I change my identity? I keep saying, change identity, do this, do that. But how do you actually do that? There's a lot of techniques. You probably heard something called affirmation or visualization. A lot of these techniques, which are psychologically proven to change people's identity, those are some of the techniques that you need to do in order to change and adapt to this new identity. If you guys are interested, I will make more videos about this. This is a good start for now, and see you in the next video.